Not gonna be a long video at all, but I just want to get this point across because I've had this conversation, debate, with people, and they always tend to think that a lot of black men have died due to the hands of white women more than if a black man dates a black woman. And that is not true at all, man. You know how many dudes black women set up? Black women set up more black men to be robbed, to be unalived, than black men have been unalived for dating white women. And most of the time when a black man dies from dating a white woman, it is not due to the hands of her or her setting them up. It is because they have a racist family member, a racist ex-boyfriend or ex-husband or something like that. So that narrative that narrative deserves a thumbs down, and I'm tired of it being pushed. Black women do not respect the black man. White women understand a black man's struggle. A white woman is not going to set up a wealthy black man. Not saying it doesn't happen at all, but the chances of it are extremely less likely. Most white women come from money. Was spoiled every Christmas. Had a trust fund or a bank account since they were young. Parents bought them their first car. What they look like setting up a black man to be robbed. That's just not stuff they do. And if white women are going to set up a dude, they're going to set up a rich millionaire, like a white dude. Because they know that's where the real money is. But these black women, man, these black women that be setting up dudes and scamming and stuff like that, they go after petty money. Setting up drug dealers. Setting up dudes who like gamble or sports bet. Robbing dudes for 10, 20,000. That's chump change. So the white woman understands money, that's chump change. They done seen that kind of money. They done got that money on their freaking 18th birthday, 21st birthday, 10, 20 grand. I'm being real with you. This is stuff nobody's talking about, man. Not saying there aren't white women that grew up less fortunate, that grew up like trailer trash, who grew up poor, but on the average, man, white families set their white daughters up for success, financial success. And 10, 20 grand is nothing to them. But to the average black woman, oh, that's so much money. I could do so much with that. It's almost life-changing. Black women can't help to see a black dude with an iced out chain around his neck or real gold around his neck, Rolex, rings, hopping out of a fancy car. They can't help but see that dude as a lick. Whether that's to have him set up to get robbed by some other bum dudes, or for her to slowly rob him herself. Like Cardi B used to do. Putting stuff in dudes' drinks and stuff like that. Low level scum stuff. This is what black women do, man. And again, not all black women, but black women in the hood. The black women that are so focused on their bodies and their behinds. The black women that listen to the ratchet rap music from like Glorilla and Ice Spice and Lotto and Sexy Red. Lil' Kim, Nicki Minaj, Beyonce, those type of black women. Those type of black women can't help but see a wealthy black dude and see dollar signs. Don't even see him for his attraction and what he brings to the economy, what he brings to the community, what he can do as far as developing a family. Being a good husband, a good father, a good role model. That's not what they see when they see a wealthy black man who is flaunting his wealth with jewelry and stuff. That's not what they see. But when a white woman sees a black dude like that, they either look at him as a drug dealer, so they want to stay away, or they just think, you know what I'm saying, he's attractive, he's sexy, he's handsome. And if he approaches or interested, they'll give him a chance and possibly give him the cheeks because they like his swag. It's a first time experience. It's an experience when it comes to a black man smashing a white woman. It's an experience. You are nothing special when you smashing a hood chick with a big butt. or a chick you met on Instagram that got a nice body. She already been dicked down by a black dude from your same caliber. The hood dude, or the gangster black dude, or the muscular black dude that's big and buff with his chest poked out, got street cred. You don't know what I'm talking about, man. But to the white woman, that's a special experience. When she sees that hood dude, you know, with his jewelry, hopping out of a Benz or a nice car, and he's got hood respect or street cred, and he dicks her down, he's giving them those crazy back shots. He flip her over her back, now he hitting her missionary. Man, that is the best experience of a white woman's life. Best experience. Best experience. When they see him out and about, they coochie get wet, man. I'm being real with you. They coochie get wet. You compare that type of dude, the black dude, to a Chad or a Bragg with a suit or with some Dockers and some Sperry's. You compare the two, put them next to each other, and get you a sexy, attractive white woman, and see who her pussy gets wet for. Just by the sight. Just by the sight. Do the same thing to a black woman with the hood dude and the white guy. She just sees money, dollar signs, a lick. Her pussy gets wet for the money. Not for the attraction, for the money. How much can she get out of him? How much can he spend on her? How many dinner dates could she get where he'll pay for the meal and let her order some food to take home to her kids? Black women just be looking for a lick, man. I'm keep it real. They just be looking for a lick. I see these stories all the time on the news. Police body cams. Black women setting up this hood dude. I very rare, if not at all, see these videos of white women setting up black dudes. White women setting up white men to be killed for their money. I just seen the other day these two black chicks at the casino. Got this dude up in his hotel room and killed him. Took all his money. I think he thought he was getting a threesome. This is what black women do, man. And then the hip hop female influence rappers, they influence them to do this shit. Their rap music talking about scamming and shaking ass, scamming, shaking ass, setting niggas up, shaking ass, robbing dudes, shaking ass. That's all it is. Shit's not coming out of white women's mouth. You ever listen to Taylor Swift music? Even though she's a witch, but you ever listen to Taylor Swift music? You ever listen to Ariana Grande music? This is gonna be a real good point right here. If you don't take anything else from this video, Ariana Grande, a Taylor Swift, and Adele. Do you ever hear any three of those females I mentioned ever talk about scamming? Ever talk about shaking ass? Ever talk about robbing a dude, setting dudes up, hitting licks? You ever hear any other female white country singer? You ever hear them about doing that crap? No. But you definitely heard a Lotto, a Sexy Red, a Nicki Minaj, a Beyonce. You definitely heard those women at least once talk about scamming, talk about setting dudes up, talk about using dudes for their money. This is what black women do and what black women promote and what they are consumed by. Not respecting men, but what they can get out of men. So that's why, yes, more black women set up black men than white women set up black men, than white women set up men in general. A lot of black women are straight up evil, man. That's why I stay away from them. And again, not all, but majority. They're evil. Just stay away from them, man. For real, for real. So let's end that narrative, man. We know who's setting up who more. Peace and love.